In Daredevil Born Again Episode 9 titled Straight to Hell, Frank Castle aka The Punisher returns to Hell's Kitchen in a blaze of fury. But this isn't just another vigilante brawl, it's Frank Castle confronting Mayor Wilson's fist-corrupt police task force. He's not just fighting their brutality, he's enraged by their appropriation of his iconic skull logo. This moment, raw, intense, as well as visceral, doesn't just drive the plot, it tackles a real-world controversy head-on, reflecting the troubling adoption of the Punisher symbol by some police as well as military personnel. In this episode, Fist AVTF, decked out in Punisher skull flak jackets, idolizes Castle as a symbol of unrestrained justice. Officer Power even offers Frank a spot on their crew, saying it would be an honor to serve with you. Castle's response is brutal and unambiguous. He rejects their worship, disgusted by how they twisted his symbol into a badge for their corruption.
These guys fucking idolize you, man. They all do. It'd be an honor to serve with you, Frank.
Admire me, huh?
Yeah.
Hey. Out of your fucking mind, you know that? You're a bunch of clowns, you know that? You fucking clowns. Admire me. You think you know my pain? You think you know my loss? What do you know about me? How I see the world? You know how I see the world? A bunch of clowns. I ain't gonna serve with you. I won't fucking piss on you if you were on fire, you got that?
This confrontation set against the chaos of Fist martial law in New York underscores a core truth about Frank Castle. The Punisher isn't a hero to emulate. He is a tragic figure driven by loss and not a role model for authority. The storyline pulls directly from reality. For years, the Punisher's skull has been co-opted by some police officers and especially military personnel, appearing on geared vehicles and even during events like the January 6th Capitol riot. As far back as 1988, fans noted its use in military contexts, a trend amplified by figures like Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, who adorned his unit's equipment with the logo. But Frank Castle, as Born Again reminds us, is an outlaw, a critique of a broken judicial system. When cops wear his skull, they embrace a vigilante ethos that contradicts their oath to uphold the law. Punisher co-creator Jerry Conway called this disturbing, arguing how it represents a failure of the justice system. Daredevil Born Again doesn't shy away from this tension by making Fist Task Force the ones wearing the skull, as the show paints them as very bad apples who pervert Castle's mission for their own power-hungry agendas. Frank's violent rejection, while killing several officers before being captured, mirrors his comic counterpart, who once tore a skull decal off a police car and told cops to idolize Captain America instead. This narrative choice is bold, especially within the MCU, where real-world parallels could spark controversy, yet it's a necessary reckoning, forcing viewers to question who gets to wield symbols of justice. Straight to Hell sets up a broader story arc for Frank Castle, one where he'll likely hunt down those who misuse his symbol. It's a story many have waited years to see in the MCU. A Punisher who confronts the consequences of his own legacy. Daredevil Born Again doesn't just deliver gritty action, it challenges us to think about symbols, power, and the fine line between justice and vengeance. So, what do you think of Frank's confrontation in episode 9? Share your thoughts below, and please give a like, share, and subscribe as well. Thanks.